go in this opening frame. It's Pruitt. Pruitt looks short. He's got Berry. Berry working against McClooney. Shot up, no good. Scramble for the rebound, controlled by Davis. Here come the Spartans the other way. Braden Little, left side, diving, lays it up, off the reverse, no good. Porter Perry tries to get it the extra effort, controlled by on the rebound. 0-0 ball game, 7:09 to go in this first quarter. Huffman working right to left. Now top of the key, it's Pruitt. He's working against Parker Wright. Pass into the short corner, tipped away by Mountain Brook, controlled by Davis. Here come the Spartans down the lane. Davis loses it out of bounds. Last touch by Huffman. Welcome in if you're just joining us. William Galloway here for Mountain Brook basketball. 6A Area 10 championship between the Huffman Vikings and the Mountain Brook Spartans. Trey Davis to trigger, box formation. The 5 for Mountain Brook, Porter Perry, Hill McClooney, Braden Little, Parker Wright, and Trey Davis to inbounds. We are scoreless at 6:52 to go in the opening quarter. So glad you're with us. Thanks for joining. We're here in Spartan Arena. Trey Davis to inbounds. He's defended by William Sanders of the Huffman Vikings. Davis finds McClooney, top of the key, and he's going to hand it off to Davis. Working off an illegal screen. They're going to call the foul against the Vikings. That goes against Huffman. Team foul number 1. And Mountain Brook will have it. 6:49 to go in the first quarter. Baseline out of bounds. Trey Davis to inbound the ball. He finds McClooney, now resetting top of the, driving against the Vikings, working in the middle of the paint, spins, shot up, no good. Hill gets his own rebound, spins back to the right, goes off the glass, gets it to fall. Mountain Brook's on the board first, 2-0. 6:35 to go in this opening frame. Mountain Brook showing their full court press. Porter Perry and Parker Wright in the full court. Vikings advance it across the timeline. Now going to reset top of the key. It's Ardarius Pruitt Jr. finding Hill top of the key, guarded by Braden Little. Right wing pass to Arrington. Swings it over to Sanders, looks inside and back out left corner. Now top of the key, Vikings. Dribble, shot, no good, collected by Porter Perry. Gonna have a utility whistle here. Possibly an inadvertent by the official. And Mountain Brook will inbound it. No, we had a timeout on the floor taken by Mountain Brook. Spartans up 2-0, 6:02 to go in the opening quarter of this 6A Area 10 championship game between Mountain Brook and Huffman. Timeout charge to Mountain Brook. Team timeout number 1. The Spartans leading 2-0. These two teams faced off twice in the regular season. And they split the contest. Mountain Brook lost the first one at Huffman 32-37. Huffman got the win, and then the Spartans bounced back on January 20th, winning 66-39. Mountain Brook won the coin toss. So Mountain Brook is hosting the area tournament championship in the area tournament. Huffman beat Woodlawn. And now with 6:02 to go in the opening frame, Mountain Brook leading 2-0. The Spartans on offense. Braden Little working in the full court. Crossing the timeline, working against Pruitt. Braden Little surveys, dishes it off to Porter Perry. A little dribble drive from Mountain Brook. Parker Wright has it top of the key. Looking back right side now, Davis working to the left. Pressured between the circles. Hill McClooney's got it. 5:45 to go in this first quarter. McClooney driving right side. Dishes it off to Little. Driving middle. Spins back towards the paint. Looks. Nowhere to go. Finds Porter Perry. Slashing in from the left side. Reverse layup is up and good. Porter Perry extends Mountain Brook's lead 4-0 with 5:21 to go in this opening quarter. In the full court, it's Pruitt. He throws, and an errant pass is picked off by McClooney. Spartans full court pressure now. 3 on the way. Parker Wright, top of the key, no good. Collected by Little in the paint. He puts it up and lays it in. It's 6-0 Mountain Brook. 5 minutes left to go in this opening quarter. Vikings break the press, streaking left side. It's going to be a charge on Huffman, their second foul. That one is called on Antonio Hill. Braden Little had position under the basket, took the hit, and Mountain Brook with a 6-0 lead is back on offense. Drew Johnson. Maddox Brown check in for Mountain Brook, replacing Perry, McClooney, and Wright. So Trey Davis to trigger against the Huffman full court pressure. Hill inbound it to Braden Little. Working against man-to-man, full court, crossing the timeline with ease. Braden Little, right side. Looks inside to Rocco Gray, high post. He flashes it over to Brown. Slashing down the right wing. Across to Braden Little, top of the key. He drives right side. Great ball movement from the Spartans. Maddox Brown now working baseline. Dribble drive out to Little, who slashes right side, turns back into the paint, finds Brown on the far corner. And Drew Johnson will reset and get it into the hands of Braden Little. 6-0 Mountain Brook, 4:20 to go in this first quarter. Rocco Gray's got it top of the key. And Huffman picks up their third team foul. Amarius Sanders called for his first. John Stevenson and Hill McClooney replace Rocco Gray and Braden Little for Mountain Brook. 6-0 ball game. Spartans leading Huffman. 4:16 to go in the first quarter. Trey Davis to inbounds. Spartans hosting a box formation under the far side of their own goal. Inbound to Brown. Swings over to McClooney, top of the key. Dishes it off to Stevenson, working between the circles, and hands it off to the senior Trey Davis. He'll find McClooney, top of the key. I believe we've got a warning against the Huffman head coach. It'll be Mountain Brook ball side out as Kendrick Berry returns to the lineup for the Vikings, replacing number 24, Jonathan Johnson. So 2 utility whistles so far in this contest. Mountain Brook leading 6-0, 4:04 to go in the opening frame. Side out for the Spartans. John Stevenson to trigger and a 3-man lineup, rotation switch, and Trey Davis will bring it across midcourt for Mountain Brook. Spartans running a lot of dribble drive early. Now get it over to Stevenson. Stevenson passes to Johnson. McClooney flashes top of the key, dishes it off to Trey Davis. Right wing three, no good. Ball bounces out of bounds in possession of Huffman. They will go the length of the floor, but not before J.D. Oliphant replaces Trey Davis for Mountain Brook. Porter Perry checks in, and John Colvin comes in as well for the Spartans, along with Rocco Gray. So a fresh 4 out of 5. It's Stevenson, Perry, Colvin, Oliphant, and Gray for Mountain Brook. 3:44 to go, 6-0 Spartans. Huffman now working in the full court against Mountain Brook's diamond press. Short corner, Vikings have it. It's Johnson. He gets it back out to Sanders, top of the key, working against Colvin between the circles. Dribbling right side off the wing, dishes it to Berry. Berry working against Gray, loses it, picked off by Oliphant. Here come the Spartans in transition. Oliphant throws it away looking for Gray. And Hill has it. He's going to lay it up and in off the left side glass. Huffman is on the board, 6-2. Mountain Brook in control, 3:10 to go in this opening frame. Porter Perry and Oliphant cross the timeline. Oliphant driving left side, dishes it to Stevenson. Stevenson back to Colvin, who's driving all the way up with his left hand. Can't get it to go. Too high off the glass. Rocco Gray dives for the rebound, maintains possession. Both feet hit the floor. He's called for a travel, and it's a turnover on Mountain Brook. 6-2 Spartans, 2:56 of Robinson. Back over to Hill and near side to Robinson, working against a triangle press from Mountain Brook. Kind of a zone. Tipped away by Oliphant in the near corner. Huffman maintains possession, and they're going to clear it out top of the key to Robinson. Robinson working against Porter Perry. Right on that Spartan logo. Sanders in control now, right side, dishes it off to the wing. Vikings working against Porter Perry. Diving is Hill. Back out top, Robinson. Spins, trying to work against Oliphant. Driving now, paint, middle, picked off by Gray. Batted away and regained possession by Huffman. Huffman's going to reset with 2:15 to go in the opening frame, down by 4. Sanders, defended by Oliphant. Now it's Hill trying to dive right side, spin back in the middle, finds a man on the near corner, puts it up and good. William Sanders scores 2 and the opportunity for the and 1. It's a 2-point ball game, 6-4. Mountain Brook in the lead. Sanders with a free throw. Foul on Mountain Brook's John Colvin. That's his first, team first. 1-3 in terms of fouls. Huffman has 3. Mountain Brook has 1 with 2:01 to go in the opening quarter. Sanders will have 1 free throw to make it a 1-point ball game. Sanders' shot is up and rolls in off the rim, and here come the Spartans the other way. Porter Perry bringing it up in tandem with Trey Davis. Under 2 minutes to go in this first quarter. Parker Wright, dribble drive, driving left side, picks it up in the short corner. Davis will reset between the circles. Davis working against Sanders, a near hand check, and he's going to dish it off to McClooney. Spartans playing a lot of this above the three-point line, near that Spartan logo, not getting the shots they want early, and McClooney will try and change that. He dishes it off to Parker Wright, 90 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Wright driving left side, throws it up, no good, but he is fouled by number 22. Correction, that's number 2, Amarius Robinson. That's his second, team fourth. And Parker Wright, the sharpshooting senior for Mountain Brook, will have 2 free throws. First free throw attempts of the game for any Mountain Brook player. Free throw number 1 is up and good from Wright. 7-5, Mountain Brook stretching their lead with 1:29 to go. No substitutions, and Parker Wright will fire away from the charity stripe to try and make it a 3-point ball game. He does, 8-5. Parker Wright, 2 of 2 from the line. Drew Johnson and Frank Druin check in for Mountain Brook, replacing McClooney and Wright, who went 2 for 2. 8-5, Spartans. Huffman driving the length of the floor against Mountain Brook's full court press. They inbound it to Sanders. Sanders is going to work against the full court pressure of Trey Davis. Dished off to Pruitt Jr., and with 80 seconds to go in the opening frame, Huffman has it in the half court. Great back cut layup is good from Antonio Hill. A beautiful bucket and an 8-7 ball game. Mountain Brook wants none of that, calls timeout in an 8-7 ball game with 1:09 to go in the opening quarter. Things are moving fast here in Spartan Arena, the 6A Area 10 Championship. Glad you're with us here on the YouTube live stream. Tell you a little bit about what's going on with this game. In the 6A Area 10 Championship, the winner will be at home. So Mountain Brook trying to defend the home court. If they win on Saturday, they will play versus Fort Payne here on Saturday at home if they win tonight. And then the loser of the 6A Area 10 Championship travels to Gadsden on Saturday for the 6A Sub-Regional. And, of course, both teams are safe tonight, but after tonight it is win or go home. Mountain Brook will have it with a 3-quarter court to go. Johnson, Davis, Oliphant, Perry, and Druin in for Mountain Brook. Druin has it top of the key, resets to Davis. We hit the 60-second mark in the first quarter. Over to Johnson, left wing, working off a screen from Perry, finds Druin top of the key. Druin dishes it to Davis, fakes the shot, drives the paint, dishes back to Druin on the near block. He is tied up and dishes back out. Braden Little for 3. The senior headed to Navy, knocks down a triple. It's 11-7, Mountain Brook with a 4-point lead, 34 seconds to go. Huffman might try and hold for the last shot in a slow half-court motion here. Pruitt has it, defended by Johnson on the Spartan logo. He looks short corner near side, defended by Perry. Far side 3 is good from number 5, Cam Arrington. That makes it an 11-10 ball game. Mountain Brook leading by 1. 10 seconds to go now. Ball in the hands of Davis. He drives, finds Perry, fakes a shot, 3-point shot, back out from Davis, triple, no good, rims out, collected by Huffman, and at the end of 1, It's 11-10. Mountain Brook in control, but Huffman knocking on the door in this 6A Area 10 championship. We'll take a quick break. Glad you're with us. Second quarter action when we return. Welcome back into Spartan Arena. Second quarter getting ready to get underway here. Mountain Brook leading Huffman 11-10. Mountain Brook will have the ball side out. Braden Little will inbound it. Parker Wright, Trey Davis, Hill McClooney, and Porter Perry, the 5 for Mountain Brook. Huffman coming out with a man press of their own and mimicking Mountain Brook style, that upbeat, up-tempo offense and full court press. We have an exciting one tonight. Porter Perry's got it top of the key. Hill McClooney is called for an illegal screen. And that'll be foul number 1 of the quarter against Mountain Brook. They're actually going to get Trey Davis for that one. Found himself in the wrong spot. So Trey picks up his first, team first of the quarter. And Huffman will have it with 94 feet to go as J.D. Oliphant replaces Trey Davis. Once again, 11-10. Mountain Brook up by 1. 7:49 to go in the second quarter. Pass is batted away by Perry on the inbound. Collected by Mountain Brook's Little. Little dishes it out, and Mountain Brook's working on offense. Little, a 3 left wing, no good. Tipped up and controlled by Parker Wright. Mountain Brook showing its physicality early in the second quarter. Oliphant driving, dishes it off to Perry, who drives from the left wing, comes in, turns it over off the shot. Huffman running the other way. Braden Little scraps and dishes the ball away, knocks his hand out. Last touch by Little, but great defensive effort from Mountain Brook senior, committed to the Naval Academy for track and field, showing off his speed right there. Spartans up 1, 7:24 to go in the second quarter. Huffman inbounding under their own basket. Pass out to Arrington, top of the key, defended by Oliphant. He'll reset it to Pruitt, who's defended by Maddox Brown. Vikings have it now working a dribble drive. Driving is Hill. Right side in the paint, no good. Rebound Wright. Here come the Spartans the other way. Wright driving left side. Beautiful pass to the near corner. Maddox Brown swinging it to Oliphant, to Wright, and then far corner to Little. Shot no good. He gets his own rebound. The hustle of Little resets the ball with under 7 minutes to go. Here's a far corner, Maddox Brown, and he's going to swing it around. Braden Little nearly loses it, collects it with his speed. Near corner 3 on the way from Oliphant, and you heard it. String music from JD, 14-10. Mountain Brook with 6:30 to go in this second quarter. Oliphant with his first point of the night. Spartans lead by 4. Full court pressure from Mountain Brook. And now here come the Vikings in the half court. Number 33, Barry, has it, sets a screen and dishes it off to Pruitt. Pruitt comes near side to Hill. Hill defended by Maddox Brown on the left arc. He throws it away, right arc looking for Pruitt Jr. That pass is out of bounds. Spartans take possession. Braden Little subs out. Drew Johnson subs in. And John Stevenson in for Mountain Brook as well. So Brown, Oliphant, Johnson, McClooney, and Stevenson, the 5 for the Spartans. Oliphant, the point guard. Mountain Brook with a 4-point lead with 6 minutes to go in this second quarter. It's Brown, top of the key, working against Hill. Swings it to Oliphant, looks inside to Hill McClooney, who seals and lays it up off the glass. Hill with a beautiful bucket. His 4th points of the night, 16-10. Mountain Brook up, 5:45 to go. Full court pressure, ball batted away by the Spartans, and McClooney picks it up off the full court press. Here comes Oliphant, gets a screen left side from McClooney, goes left corner. Stevenson swings it back top of the key. Johnson back to Stevenson. Tries to go right side, no good, nobody home. Lays it up off the turnaround, no good. Foul by Huffman. That'll be their first foul of the quarter. That foul is against William Sanders. That is his second personal, team foul number 1, and Trey Davis will replace J.D. Oliphant for the Spartans. Trey Davis will trigger it in under the left side of Mountain Brook's basket. Mountain Brook running a box formation on the inbounds play. They get it into McClooney. Swings it top of the key to Johnson. Working off the screen, looking for Stevenson. No good. Reset by Davis. Davis, step back 3, left arc extended. String music for the committed Berry College senior, Trey Davis. Gets his first points of the night, and big three-point shots from the Spartans all around. It's 19-10. Spartans up with 5:10 to go in the second quarter. Pruitt Jr. in the full court. Again, kind of a diamond zone press and maybe a 1-2-2 from this Mountain Brook team. Under 5 minutes to go. Spartans nourishing a 9-point lead. Vikings have it in the half court. It's Pruitt against Stevenson. Pruitt trying to create, drives right side, nothing goes, resets top of the key. Great defense from Mountain Brook's John Stevenson, and Pruitt now looking left side, short corner, gets it to Hill. Hill working against Brown, far side, pass, shot on the way, three-pointer no good, but the big man collects it for Huffman. It's buried, no good on the layup, and the second effort for Mountain Brook. Ball is juggled and batted by the Spartans. Huffman will have it on the inbounds, much to the Mountain Brook fans' dismay. Spartans 19, Vikings 10, 4:30 to go in this second quarter. Rocco Gray and J.D. Oliphant replace Hill McClooney and Trey Davis. Huffman's got it to the right side of their own basket, and they're going to run their own box formation inbounds. No jumping defenseman for Mountain Brook. And the Spartans will keep 5 in the lane. Far side corner inbounds, now reset top of the key. Ball in the hands of Arrington. Defended by Oliphant. Pass to the near side, it's Pruitt, defended by Stevenson. Off to the short corner. Vikings running offside ball screens, looking for their cutting man. They've had a little bit of success so far. Now in the short corner, a big man foul working in the paint. They're going to call Mountain Brook's Rocco Gray for his first team foul, number 2 of the quarter. Gray was working against Kendrick Berry and tried to seal him. He gets called for a hook. And Huffman will have possession under their own basket, trailing by 9, 4:10 to go in the second quarter. Oh, off the back of McClooney. Hill had his back turned. Huffman wisely throws it off his backside, collects the inbound shot up, no good, but fouled. And Maddox Brown assessed for the foul, his first, team third, and 2 free throws on the way for the Vikings. It's Jonathan Johnson. That free throw is good. It's the first Viking point of this second quarter. Trey Davis checks in, 19-11. Mountain Brook leading by 8. Jonathan Johnson to shoot his second free throw and try and make it a 7-point game. He does, 19-12. Mountain Brook up 7. Here come the Spartans moving quickly. It's Parker Wright in the near corner. Drives paint. Looks far side, dishes to Little. Little pump fakes off the left arc. Drives, spins, shot in the paint. Good. You need a bucket. You better call Braden Little. He's got 5. Mountain Brook up 21-12. Palindromic score with 3:45 to go in the second quarter. Huffman showing no sense of urgency and willing to slow this game down, working in the half court. Step up 3, no good. Collected by the Vikings. It's Berry on the rebound and the putback. It's 21-14 with 3:30 to go. Spartans offense working quick as usual. Porter Perry off in the corner, finds a Spartan no good shot from Little. Here come the Vikings working the other way, wanting to use some speed this time. They'll get McClooney for a foul in transition on the shot block attempt. That is his first, team foul, 4 for Mountain Brook. Foul count 4 for the Spartans, 1 for the Vikings with 3:13 to go in the second quarter. Number 24, Johnson, will have 2 shots. He hit his last 2 free throws. And Mountain Brook with a 7-point lead. Johnson will try and make that 5. The left-handed Johnson fires one up and gets nothing but the bottom of the net on that one. Oliphant replaces Davis for Mountain Brook. And Johnson will try to go 4 for 4 from the charity stripe in this second quarter and make it a 5-point ball game. Jonathan Johnson did not start the night, but he's had a very productive night for the Huffman Vikings. He's 4 of 4 from the line. It's 21-16. Mountain Brook leading by 5 with 3:13 to go in this second quarter. You hear the Huffman student section making a little noise on that far side as Mountain Brook students trickle in and build that neon playoff wall. Mountain Brook offense now. J.D. Oliphant left side drives, and he goes weak side, finds Hill McClooney on the block. McClooney's got 6, and Mountain Brook itself a 23-16 lead with under 3 minutes to go. Spartans get to set up their full court press. Huffman calls a timeout on the inbounds. 2:55 to go. Mountain Brook 23, Huffman 16. What a game we have so far in this 6A Area 10 2026 Area Championship. Glad you're with us here on the stream. William Galloway, good to be with you. And thank you for making Mountain Brook basketball a part of your Wednesday night. We appreciate you taking it all in. So we ended the first quarter. Mountain Brook up 11-10. The Spartans have scored 12. The Vikings have scored 6. And we've got ourselves a 23-16 ball game. Huffman uses its first timeout. Mountain Brook has used one as well. Foul count, again, in high school, we're shooting at 5. Mountain Brook has 4 with 2:55 to go in the second quarter. Huffman has just 1. Spartans going with a 1-2-2 full court press. The Vikings will inbound it. Mountain Brook looking to possibly trap on this second pass of the press, and the Vikings will cross the timeline in plenty of margin for error. Huffman working slow in the half court. Nearly dribbled and lost it at the half-court mark. They retained possession before crossing that timeline. And now Sanders and Robinson. Three-pointer on the way from Arrington. He knocks that one down. It's 23-19. Mountain Brook up by 4. 2:20 to go in the second quarter. Spartans offense hoping for a spark, maybe something of the nature from beyond the arc. Braden Little has it left corner, looks inside to Porter Perry. That pass is knocked away by the Vikings. Antonio Hill bats it away, and J.D. Oliphant will trigger it in for Mountain Brook. He's got McClooney top of the key. He's going to look for a streaking Spartan. Doesn't find him, so he dishes it off to Porter Perry, driving right side, turning, spinning. The lefty trying to create a seal, and he is called for a traveling violation. Mountain Brook turning it over. Spartans up 4, 23-19 with exactly 2 minutes to go. Host of Spartans checking in now. John Colvin, Maddox Brown, John Stevenson, and Frank Druin. J.D. Oliphant will stay. So with this defensive lineup, Mountain Brook will switch to its man press. Substitutions for the Vikings to set up their press break. Passes it off to Robinson in the corner. Everybody sags back into the half-court defense. Under 2 minutes to go. Amarius Robinson has it in the half-court. Dishes it off to Pruitt. Between the circles, working against Oliphant. Now, here come the Vikings. It's Arrington. Dishes it off to Hill. Far corner 3 from Pruitt Jr. He gets that one to fall, and we've got ourselves a 1-point ball game. 23-22, Mountain Brook up 1. Here's Colvin driving paint, finds a streaking Maddox Brown, who does not put the ball on the floor in time. He's called for the travel. Turnover for Mountain Brook. Turnover on 2 of the last 3 possessions. Could be costly as you really want to close these end of halves and end of quarters on a good note. Mountain Brook with 2 turnovers they're going to wish they had back. Spartans up 23-21. They called that three-pointer a 2. And here's Hill driving paint. uses his athleticism, his size, and his bounce to get a clear shot. And we've got a tie ball game tied up at 23 points. Exactly 1 minute to go in this second quarter. John Stevenson driving left side, up, no good. He is fouled. He'll have 2 shots as we're knotted up at 23. Foul on Huffman's Ardarius Pruitt. That's his first, team foul number 2. John Stevenson has 2 shots. Would be Stevenson's first points of the night. String music for John Stevenson. 24-23, Mountain Brook up 1. Hill McClooney replaces Frank Druin for Mountain Brook. And with 57.8, John Stevenson has one more charity stripe shot to try and extends Mountain Brook lead to 25-23. Spartan 5 calling out their press for a hopeful make. Stevenson gets that one to fall. He goes 2 of 2 from the line, 25-23. Mountain Brook up 2. Braden Little and Porter Perry replace Brown and Stevenson. Man press for the Spartans. And they get it. Vikings get it into the hands of Sanders. Sanders in the full court. Drives against Little. Now left side corner. Back up top. Ball in the hands of Robinson. Robinson working against Little. 42 seconds on the game clock. Sanders driving right side. Floats it up off the left first hash mark. And he gets that one to fall. Tied up at 23. Spartans now with 25 seconds to go. They're fouled by Huffman. It will not be a shooting foul, and it's not enough to go 2 shots. Robinson, Amarius Robinson, number 2, picks up his second, team third, and Spartans ball on the side out. Parker Wright, Trey Davis check in, and Trey Davis in. Davis, along with Wright, McClooney, Perry, and Braden Little, the 5 for Mountain Brook. McClooney trying to reset things top of the key. Davis has it now right wing, driving off the screen from McClooney. Goes not to Stevenson, but rather to Little, top of the key, driving. And he'll reset back out to Trey Davis. 8-7-6. Spartans got to fire off a quick one here. Parker Wright with 3. With 2, the step back. Parker Wright, triple, rims out, but the putback is up and just falls out off the left iron. Porter Perry's putback could not fall. We're tied up at 25. What game we have in this 6A Area 10 championship as we go to the break. Mountain Brook 25, Huffman 25. We will be back in 10 minutes for the third quarter of action. Stay with us. Mountain Brook basketball will return in a few All right, welcome in to the halftime report. We appreciate everybody checking this out. Took a 10-minute break. And in 2 minutes, we'll get back to the third quarter of action. But just a quick stat update for you as we take a look at Mountain Brook up and down. John Stevenson has 2 points. He had 2 second quarter free throws. Trey Davis had a second quarter 3-point shot off the left arc. He's got 2 fouls as well, so we'll keep an eye on that. J.D. Oliphant has 3 points. John Colvin got in the scorebook with a personal foul on a full court press. Porter Perry had a quick 2, our first bucket of the game. Maddox Brown has 1 foul. Parker Wright hit 2 free throws in the first quarter. He's got 2. Our leading scorer is Braden Little, who's got, quick math here, 7, 2, 2, and 3. And Hill McClooney has added 6 for Mountain Brook, working his prowess in the paint, a lot of spin moves, getting easy buckets off of the glass. And then we look at Huffman. Jonathan Johnson is 2 of 2 from the line, but their leading scorer and their best player so far has been Antonio Hill, number 10. He has got points off 3 buckets, along with Cam Arrington, who has 2 3-pointers. So 2 guys with 6 points in a 25-25 ball game. We're 55 seconds away from getting things started in the third quarter. Thank you for checking this out. Appreciate everybody listening, watching, but you're listening, so I appreciate that. Doing a little experimentation with some audio broadcast, calling high school basketball. So thank you for checking out Mountain Brook Athletics. Hey, if you're here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button on our YouTube page. That is how you can support us. We'd love for you to come to an event. We know not everybody can be there, so those of you who are watching live or watching the replay, hit that subscribe button on Mountain Brook Athletics. We appreciate your support of Spartan Nation. Eight minutes are on the clock, and the third quarter is set to get underway, tied up at 25. Mountain Brook versus Huffman for the area championship, 6A Area 10. The officials put the ball on the floor and call the whistle. They're ready to get this show on the road. Third quarter, starting 5 for Mountain Brook: Braden Little, Parker Wright, Porter Perry, Hill McClooney, and Trey Davis. The Vikings in their road orange, working left to right. They're going to be on the right side of my visual. And Pruitt has it between the circles, working a 5 count against Parker Wright. A little dribble drive action, now in possession of Barry. Barry swings it, and he's got Pruitt on the near side. Again, pace has been instrumental in this game so far. Mountain Brook obviously trying to get up and down. Huffman trying to slow this game as much as possible. Here's a right side corner 3 from Huffman on the way. No good. Porter Perry tips it up. The shot attempt was from Cam Arrington. And a loose ball foul has been assessed to Huffman. It'll be their first of the quarter. Kendrick Berry picks up the foul. That's his first, team first. And Huffman coming out in a man press. Spartans will break it quickly. Braden Little crossing the timeline now. Mountain Brook in their home white uniforms with a green stripe down the white pant leg. We've passed 1 minute in this third quarter, no buckets. 25 all. Hill McClooney, top of the key, driving, working, pacing, laying it up and in off the glass. Hill McClooney with a big bucket, and he's got 8 to lead the Spartans tonight. The full court press pass is tipped away from Mountain Brook, and possession will remain with Huffman with 94 feet to go. The Mountain Brook basket on the near side. Porter Perry pressuring the inbounds, and a pass out to the far corner in the possession of Pruitt. Vikings break the press. And now Robinson crosses the 10-second marker, gets into the hands of Sanders. A lot of this game being played above the 3-point line. Mountain Brook defense doing a great job stretching the floor defensively. Here's Sanders on a drive left side. Layup is no good, but he's fouled. And they're going to get Parker Wright for the foul. That is, they're going to get Hill McClooney. That is Hill's first. Team first. And William Sanders will shoot 2. He knocks down the first one. That's his 4th point of the ball game. 27-26, Mountain Brook in control. Sanders can tie it up at 27 with a make here. He does just that, and we're knotted up at 27 with 6:22 to go in the third quarter. Trey Davis, point guard for the Spartans, crosses the midcourt mark. Spartans getting a lot of motion. Davis calling a clear out, and he goes for a left-handed layup. Is not stuffed, but held on to the ball. The Vikings do, and they call a jump ball. Possession stays with Mountain Brook under the basket. Davis will trigger it in with 6:10 to go, tied up at 27. Substitutions for the Vikings. Still have number 24, Jonathan Johnson, check in. Spartans running their inbounds box formation, and they get it up to McClooney, top of the key. He gets it into the hands of Davis, who drives from the top of the key, down paint, lays it up left side, no good. He is fouled. Davis will have 2 shots. And that foul has been assessed on Huffman's on William Sanders, his 3rd. Team foul 2. Trey has 2 shots. The left-handed senior committed to Berry College. String music on that one. He's got 4 on the night. And Mountain Brook with a 1-point lead, 28-27. Substitutions, John Stevenson and John Colvin check in for Mountain Brook. Davis has 1 shot to extend Mountain Brook's lead to 2. Rocco Gray will replace Hill McClooney before this second free throw at the 6:02 mark in the third quarter. Let's just do substitutions by committee. Huffman going to bring in 1 more after this free throw from Davis. The Huffman coach is going to call a full timeout instead. That'll be his 2nd timeout. And Trey Davis has 1 free throw coming up after this timeout taken by the Vikings. Spartans up 28-27, 6:02 to go in the third quarter. We just told you about some of the stats. We'll tell you about the implications of this game we've got going on. If I can find my game notes. I'm losing my things up here in my my eagle perch, but that's all right. We'll find what we need. Here we go. Phone is hidden behind the laptop. The winner of this game tonight will win the 6A Area 10. The winner will play at home on Saturday versus Fort Payne. The loser will travel to Gadsden, and that will take place Saturday as well in the 6A sub-regional. Mountain Brook obviously trying to get back to Jacksonville and ultimately the Final Four, but you got to win your area, you got to win your sub-regional, and then 2 games at the regional tournament. So this storied program knows what it's all about, but still a long playoff journey for this team if they want to get back to being neon-clad Spartan Nation in Legacy Arena. Mountain Brook leading by 1, 28-27. Trey Davis with 1 shot from the free throw line. The lefty puts it up and puts it in. He's got 5 on the night, 2 in the quarter, and the Spartans lead by a pair, 29-27, 6:02 to go. 2-2-1 full court press. It's Allen working against Colvin in the backcourt. Switches off, gets the ball to Hill. Now swings it left side, Sanders. Back over near side to Arrington. Now driving is Sanders on the left wing, passes it over to Hill. 3 on the way. He gets that one to fall. Antonio Hill continues his hot night shooting. He's got 9 for the Vikings, and the Vikings take their first lead of the ballgame, 30-29 with 5:30 to go in the third quarter. Huffman drives right side, swings it back out near corner, and Mountain Brook's going to reset it to Trey Davis at the top of the key. Davis looks to drive, pulls it. In business as Perry drives paint up off the right side, which is his weak hand, no good, batted away. Mountain Brook ball baseline under the left side of the goal, and a host of Spartans check in. Gray, Colvin, and Stevenson out. Right, middle, and McClooney in. Davis has it now right wing, swings it back to right. Parker Dishes to Perry. Dishes to Trey. Trey, top of the key, tries to go left, denied by Sanders. Trey now working left arc extended. Porter Perry, top of the key, swings it right side to Little. Little now driving, looking, pulls it back out, drives again, spins back in paint, hook shot up, no good. 33, that looked like Kareem with the hook shot. Little can't get it to fall out of bounds. Possession goes to Huffman. 30-29, the Vikings with a 1-point lead, 4:39 to go in this third quarter. They've got it in front of the Mountain Brook student section. And Porter Perry using his length to defend the inbound. Robinson and Sanders break the press. It's Robinson in the full court working against Porter Perry. Mountain Brook senior defender. As I mentioned, left-handed, plenty of length. A little flash and back cut for Sanders. He's got it now left corner. Looks high left post. Spinning. Barry picked off by Mountain Brook. Here comes Porter Perry the other way. Three. Right side three. Good by Little. And Little. Mountain gaining. Quick, easy bucket from Barry. And here with under 4 minutes to go. Here's Little, left arc three, no good. Rebound, Porter Perry. He's going to get called for the hook on the box out. That is Perry's first, team foul number 2. So we go back to a possession for Mountain Brook ago where Braden Little had it on the right side. I said right because he fired up a three from the right arc. He got that one to fall. Huffman goes, pushes it the length of the floor. Kendrick Berry gets a quick 2 in transition. We're tied up at 32 with 3:48 to go in the third quarter. Substitution bound, the 5 for Mountain Brook, Perry, Little, Davis, McClooney, and Colvin. Vikings inbound it with the length of the floor to go. Working against the Spartans, 1-2-2 press. Back out to Pruitt Jr. Pruitt dishes it off to Hill. Hill to Walker. Walker to Arrington. Here's a right side three on the way. Good by Pruitt Jr. The Vikings go up 3, and Pruitt Jr.'s got 5 tonight. Spartans working quickly. Here's Little. Drives, spins, lays it up with the left. Braden Little has 5 on the quarter and too many to count on the night. The hustle defense from Little batted away. He's got 12, and the Mountain Brook defense in the full court trying to regain the lead as Huffman leads 35-34 with 3:07 to go. Frank Truin replaces Hill McClooney, and Huffman will inbound it on the far side with the length of the floor to go. Clerical error as we had a substitution, a late substitution for Huffman. Spartans again trailing by 1, 34-35. Huffman leading this 6A Area 10 championship. Glad you're with us taking in Mountain Brook basketball. The Vikings fall back, as do the Spartans, and Robinson works full court against Davis. On the left side, in the backcourt, gets a screen, uses it, cuts back to the middle. Robinson dishes it off to Hill. Hill, top of the key. Trey Davis goes for the steal. Can't get it. Back over to Robinson. Right side three. Spartan press knocks it out of bounds. They thought they knocked it off the Vikings, but last touch by Mountain Brook. 36-35. Spartans up 1, 2:22 to go. This crowd has come to life here in Spartan Arena. And with 2:22 to go, Mountain Brook by 1. We've had a lot of going to the line. 2 shots. Spartans 1 point lead 3 if he can go. 20. McClooney has 10 on the night for the Spartans. Maddox Brown is playing what we call the pointer position, trying to stop the inbounds on the full court press. Pass over near side to Arrington. Arrington and Robinson trying to break the press. Davis comes to trap and reaches for it, but the speed of Huffman, they get away. Near side, Arrington driving, picks it up in the short corner, looks far side to Hill. Hill step back three from the left wing. Nothing but net. Passes far side to Maddox Brown. Stretches the Mountain Brook lead to 2 and has the and one opportunity. What a play from the senior. Amaris Robinson picks up his 4th team foul, 4. And number 2 Spartans, no trigger man. They're going to go trap off the inbounds. Huffman using their size and speed to break the press. They cross the timeline. And now it's Pruitt working in the full court. Front court, excuse me. Near side, Arrington swings it to the corner. Sanders defended by Mountain Brook Stevenson. Far side, looking for a cut is Arrington. Now top of the key. Hill thinking about a heat check, working against Brown. Left arc 3 from Huffman on the way. No good. Frank Druin scrambles for the rebound. He gets it to the hands of Coleman. Using his speed cross court. Now here's Trey for a triple. No good off the iron, collected by Coleman. Davis is going to reset, left arc extended. Under 2 seconds to go in this third quarter. Vikings have it in the backcourt. Now working left side, batted away by Davis. Stolen jump ball. That possession stays with Huffman, but the second effort from Trey to try and get the block, tie his man up, force the jump ball. Tremendous play from Trey Davis. And now I believe that'll be team foul number 5. Things are heating up in Spartan. 20 points to go in the Mountain Brook 44. Huff the 8 and Trey Davis, who has 7 so far in this third quarter, 10 in the game, has 2 technical free throw shots. You can tell by the Mountain Brook crowd, the first one is good, 45-38. We'll have some subs after this. Trey Davis gets a free bounce and a free rim. 40 seconds to go in the third quarter. The Spartans will inbound it on the near after the technical foul assessed